Good morning and welcome to Backyard and Beyond. And this morning we have Lora Schwendinger with her, naturalist for Cass County through Cass County Conservation. Good morning to you, Lora.
Good morning, Lavon.
Well, lots of things happening. It's spring and things are just kind of practically jumping out of the ground with these few warm days.
Yes, very excited.
I was even surprised. At my house, we're usually, I don't know, because we're on a hill or something a little late, but I noticed I have the chives coming up and some daffodils are coming up. And
spring is trying to spring a lot earlier than normal.
Yes, and so I'm thinking they need to be cleaned off, but I think I'm going to wait.
Yes.
There's some cold days coming yet.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, but the days we're going to talk about are going to be in April, so hopefully there'll be nice warm days. And let's talk about rain barrels first.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's hear about rain barrels.
We are having a rain barrel workshop, and that's actually going to be down at the Cochran Fish Farm down in Griswold, and we're going to be having that on Saturday, April 16th from 9 a.m. to about noon. It'll probably run. So if you're interested in learning more about, even just rainwater harvesting, we're going to do a short presentation, half an hour, 45 minutes. On everything to do with rain barrels, rain harvesting, even landscaping and some other things that, are affecting that rain harvesting. So, and then we'll get into if people want to stick around and build an actual rain barrel. We're going to be building about a 40-gallon to 50-gallon rain barrel, and what they'll do is they'll go, and they don't have to do things in order, but they just make sure they stop at each little group or station, and they add something to their rain barrel, and they build it right there, and as long as you went to every station, you should have a finished rain barrel by the time that.
Do you have any idea how heavy they'll be?
They're out of that light, it's a light plastic. It's a food grade plastic barrel.
Okay, so it shouldn't be too heavy.
Nope, and just make sure that you have something to carry it home in. Yeah, compact car might not work out that day, but otherwise, make sure you have a way to get your rain barrel home once you build it.
Usually these connect to your downspout?
Yes, yes. And we'll have a screen. You'll even be provided with the screen and a little spout diverter kind of thing that will help you hook it right up to your downspout. And we understand that it's tall, and you might have to figure out things with your downspout, that sort of thing. So, but otherwise they'll be ready to go.
Okay. And most of us have a couple of different downspouts. It doesn't necessarily have to sit right out in front of the house if you don't want it.
Nope, you could place it whatever downspout you want.
But you could advertise that you're collecting rainwater.
Yes,
promote that. It's interesting to me the term you use, harvesting water.
Yes, yeah. And rainscaping is getting to be a big deal if you're into gardening a lot. You're hearing about new things going on, and native landscaping and native turf and green roofs. And that's all considered rainwater harvesting, even though you might have, plants up on your roof and things like that. So yeah, we're gonna kind of try to talk to on a lot of those points.
Okay. So it's not just making your barrel, but kind of thinking about all the things that relate to that. And of course, when it gets a little dry, and we always go through that period, then you'll have that great rain great water to water some things. And I'm sure you're too young for this, but I do remember as a kid thinking it was really special if we collected rainwater to rinse our hair in.
I remember it actually. My grandmother had a greenhouse.
Okay.
So she was rainwater harvesting a lot. So for her watering of her plants.
Some things come around. Yes,
they do.
Yes.
Yep.
And
so if you're interested in this workshop, we are having a pre-register sign-up date because we are going to go get these barrels and make sure that we have enough barrels for everybody. So please call our office to sign up, and we can get you signed up. Or if you have our email, if you get my email, if you get our newsletter, you might have my email. Either of those will work, and by April 4th, please pre-register. It's again Saturday, April 16th from 9 a.m. to noon down at Griswold. at the Coughlin Fish Farm.
Okay. So you do have to plan a little bit ahead
Yeah.
to get this all done, and there is a fee, correct?
Yeah, if you do want to buy, or I should say, if you want to build the barrel, it's a suggested donation of $40 for all of those supplies.
But it's so handy instead of, you could find instructions somewhere else, but you'll have all the stuff there. And
yes, the barrels and everything you're going to need to do there, and all of the power tools.
Yes. Oh, that's another thing, too. And then get a little more information on the side. So it sounds like a great workshop there, Laura. Yeah. And we can help the environment and benefit. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, another thing that you have going on is, I'm not sure how many years this has been going on. Oh, my
goodness. But a long time. I would have to go back and look. We are having our wildflower walk out at Pellett Memorial Gardens here just north of Atlantic. So if you've never been out to this park, or maybe you're new to town, or even if, you've always heard of us talking about this, maybe this is the year. We're hoping for some great weather. It's going to be Saturday, April 30th. So Saturday, April 30th at 9 a.m. we start our hike right there at the trailhead, and we hopefully will have some spring blooms and some woodland wildflowers for you to look at.
And there's no fee for that,
nope,
right?
It's just going out for an early morning hike. And
of course, people could go on their own here pretty soon. There probably are some things hiding out there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be an early sprout for some of these wildflowers. So, and this is also maybe a new thing that might, since this is might happen, we might have some ones that usually bloom a little bit later into May, already starting on April 30th. So you can go out there at any time and go out and look. We have pictures right on the signs for what you should look for in that area.
Well, that's helpful because a lot of us don't know what those wildflowers look like, and some of them are kind of hiding. You really do have to look.
Yeah.
They're not just jumping up in front of you.
Yeah.
And so that's great to have that information right there. And so again, for people who may not know, tell us a little more about how we find it.
It is just here north on Olive. So if you're driving on North Olive, you're going to turn on a right-hand turn right onto Troublesome Creek Road. I know if you're coming from like I-80 that our sign is missing from that end, but we have our sign up coming from if you're traveling north.
Okay.
So
things to do, Laura.
I know. Well, it's ordered, so we just got to get it up.
Maybe before April 30th it'll be
we're hoping so.
Yes.
So you just turn a right-hand turn, and then it's just a little bit ways on the gravel, and then you're right there.
And it is a real treasure. I think it was last fall we had some visitors, and when I told them about Pellett Garden, they were just thrilled.
Yes, and it's a native preserve. So that there's a difference between parks, preserves, and if you were at a recreation area or a hunting area. So preserves really have been. It's a whole different step. It's a whole different definition in what they have to have and how they're protected. From like the DNR.
So give us a definition.
In the nature preserve, which means we cannot, if we go in there, if we have to trim trees or anything like that, we have to leave the trees lay. Pretty much we let nature happen. So people ask us all the time, well, why are you letting, you pull things off your trail and that's about it? And that is because it's a nature preserve. And so we don't allow hunting in most of the section of that preserve. So,
and would most or all of it be natural things that have been there for years and years and years? You haven't gone in and planted things.
No, we haven't gone in and planted anything. We have gone in and taken out invasive species. We had a work day, like last October we had a work day, so that was taking out invasive species that shouldn't be in there, and that, of course, then the DNR has to improve that as well.
Quick question, are the swans still here?
No, they are not, but I have been seeing and hearing them fly through and come through. We had some just the other day, last week, like Thursday, down on Highway 71 south of Walmart.
And what about the bald eagles?
Bald eagles, I am still hunting around for our adult pair, and their nests So if you've seen, I don't know if any landowners out there that are right on that river, we are still looking for their nest for that Cass County pear.
Okay. So remember to register for the Rain Barrel Workshop by April 4th.
April 4th.
It's happening April 16th.
Correct.
Call or email.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Lora Schwendinger, naturalist for Cass County Conservation. And until next time, here's a thought. Don't wait. The time will never be just right.